Okay, hello everyone. Welcome everyone. Nice to see you. There's a lot of new names here. So today we have something super special planned. The Marketing Love Languages. It's February 27th. It's presented by Meir Ezra, brought to you by our company Guaranteed Prosperity, shortened for GP, our GP family, which you are now a part of. And we are going to be going over something really different because I know you want to hear about marketing. You will, but I've prepared something special for you. So let's dig right in. Who is this webinar for? Employees, solopreneurs, marketers, and anyone that wants to have a business they run and not that runs them, with a life that is filled with happiness instead of increasing despair, as is the case for most companies. Whether you know it or not, or admit it or not, most companies, most people, most families have a slow but steady decline, often unnoticeable, until it's too late. It is not for those that expect overnight magical success. Failures expect overnight magical success. They hope for a lottery win. Only failures want overnight success. You understand? Powerful people, even if their power is hidden, even if you don't see their power right now, instinctively know that anything valuable doesn't come overnight. It comes over many, many long nights of hard work. Are you with me so far? Yes, beautiful. Excellent. Okay. Who is this webinar for? It is not for those that like to complicate things. Did you notice that when things are complicated, you find it hard to do it or to make it work? Is that true for you? When the instructions are complicated on building a piece of furniture, it's hard to do it. If somebody gives you a whole plan that's very complicated, you procrastinate, you don't do it. Yes, great, Angela. I like the participation in the chat, by the way. Very good. Yes, most people will agree with that. Before you can make anything work, it needs to be simple in your mind. At the beginning, when you first learned to drive, you were driving in your neighborhood and it was scary. There were no cars around, but it was scary. Once you found it to be simple in your mind, you could start to drive. You could make it work. And so everything I'm going to teach you is going to be simple. But don't be fooled and think that simplicity is weakness. Simplicity is power, like Neo. When Neo realized the simplicity of the Matrix, it became totally under his control. Total power. The thing to know is that the end result of complication is unworkability. When things are complicated, it becomes unworkable. And the end result of simplicity is success. If you find things getting complicated for you, stop me. Just say something. I love answering questions. And if you do, I can guarantee that you will, maybe for the first time in your life, demonstrate your true abilities, the potential you know you have, but somehow failed to demonstrate. Yes, Stephen, or KIS. Wow, love it. Thank you, Mariah. Yes. Okay, who is this webinar for? It is not for those that need someone to blame. There's a concept of cause and effect. If you learn with us, we talk about it a lot. Cause is basically when you make something happen, and effect is when things happen to you. Either you make something happen or things happen to you. If someone punches you, you're effect. Or if you want someone to make you happy, you wait for them to make you happy, you are effect. Or even as simple as, I ask somebody to pass me the salt. I need to wait for them to pass me the salt. I'm effect. I'm waiting on them. They are the one that's cause. You see, every time you blame someone, you ask them to pass you the salt. You wait for them to admit that they are to blame. And that makes you an effect. If I need to blame someone, I need them to approve that it was their fault. And until they approve that it was their fault, I'm waiting on them. I'm total effect. Does that make sense to you so far? Are you with me? I know it's a little bit of a different concept, but does it make sense? Yes, great, Hirsch. Mike, fantastic. Mariah, perfect. Anita, excellent. Bianca, great. Excellent. Good. Very, very, very good. Okay. So with that, in order to succeed, you have to have the viewpoint of it's me. Even if everything around you tells you that it's not. You need to have this viewpoint that I don't blame, it's me. I'm the one that's responsible. Because only when you consider that it is you, only then are you cause. And otherwise, you're begging the person that you blame to pass you the salt. You are basically saying, if you're to blame, I'm waiting on you. I'm total effect, I'm not cause. But when you say, no, 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 whatever happens, good, bad, happy, sad, ugly, beautiful, it's me. My business is doing well, it's me. I got a good review, it's me. My business is doing bad, it's me. I got a bad review, it's me. That's the viewpoint we're looking for. So we're not looking for pro blamers, like problems. We're not looking for professional blamers, which is a problem. We're looking for someone that realizes it's me. And probably you are that person, as otherwise you wouldn't be able to stay even this far in this class. You would have already left. So who is this webinar for? It is not for those that don't participate. When a person realizes that blame doesn't work, that person stops participating. First you try to blame, the person doesn't accept the blame, you don't know what to do, so you decide, I'm just not going to participate. They stop taking action. When you finish blaming your wife, you divorce. You stop participating in the marriage. You stop taking the actions of creating the marriage. When a person finishes blaming the market and the government and the clients, and when they failed, they realize it doesn't work, they go bankrupt. They stop taking actions to build their business. If you're there, if you're unwilling to participate, if you don't want to take the actions to build yourself, this lesson will not help you. So you need to participate. What does participation mean? It means getting involved in the chat. It's asking questions. It's giving your opinion. That's what the chat is here for. I want you to interact. And I can promise you one thing. I will never make you wrong. I will never embarrass you. I will always make you more, never less. So when you participate, it's an opportunity to grow. Because the truth is that you are much more than even you are willing to admit. But after many years of coaching and helping people, I never found one person that is not 1,000,000 times more than they are willing to admit they are. Are you with me so far? This is a chance to participate in the chat. Alicia, driving but fully plugged in, safely chiming in from a red light. Hey everyone, amazing. Hi Alicia, thank you. Amazing participation. Wow, yes, it is wow. Here, here, yes, absolutely. Let's go. Hi Gervais. Excellent, good. Okay, so if you're still here, welcome. And I have a major gift for those that stay to the end. Firstly, nothing I say today is true. Nothing I say today is true. Unless it rings true for you. You need to check. Is it true for you? And if it's true for you, take it. But just because I said it, it doesn't make it true. Not what I wanted to hear, but what I needed to hear. Very smart, Holly. That's exactly what I do. I don't teach what you want to hear. Many people teach you what you want to hear. Many people help you in the areas of your business that you want help with, but it's not necessarily the areas that you need help with. So I will give you what you need to hear. Very true. Hi, Sam. Hello, Godfrey. Okay. Next, this webinar will be fast-paced. There is a lot of powerful material to get to, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't interact. You should. I want you to. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't ask questions. You should. I know you joined hoping to learn something special today. I guarantee you will. And if you actually paid attention so far, you already did. Yet you don't know me. And so a quick introduction. Yes, yes, yes. Amazing. It is, Harold. Yes. My name is Gal Ezra, and I'm on a mission to create 10,000 ethical millionaires. Will you be one of them? I'm a super successful entrepreneur, and I can guarantee that, provided you will pay attention to the presentation, which means not only sit and listen, but participate as we agreed. You will not just learn something nice today, you will learn what you need in order to succeed. Guaranteed, no ifs, ands, or buts. Exactly how Holly said, what you need to hear. Now, how do you know that you've participated? How do you know if you've actually participated, if you've actually gotten something out of this? The answer is interesting. I ask because, lots of people in life talk, but they don't say anything. Many people talk, but they don't say anything. Lots of people listen, but they don't hear a thing. They tune into all kinds of stuff. They listen, they podcasts, webinars, all kinds of stuff, but they don't hear a thing. So how do you know if you participated? That's the question. The indication is this. What I teach is powerful. If you didn't have an improvement every few minutes, you miss something. It's time to participate. It's time to ask. If you notice that more than a minute or two went by and you didn't have wow, whoa, it means that you haven't been participating. Get involved in the chat. Because you should be having wows every single minute. Are you with me so far? I'll give you a chance to participate. I'll give you a chance just to say yes in the chat, and you will see that the more you interact in the chat, the more you'll get from today. It's just a proven fact. We've done testing on it. Actual testing with you. Excellent. Wow, yes. Let's get this. All right, perfect. Good. I know how to teach, and I know how to bring my clients results. Okay, it's one thing to know how to bring results in your business, but sometimes you don't know how to teach other people to do it. I know how to get results and how to teach other people to do it. And so I guarantee that today's presentation will enormously improve your life, your income, and your reputation. But I'll do something even better than that. I'm going to reveal answers today that I've never shown any of my students. This is a brand new presentation, literally. You see, I do the Marketing Love Languages webinar once monthly, okay? But after a call I had with my dad last week, I realized that there's something you must look at head on, even if it's tough for you to look at. Okay, we had this call, we were talking about a few different situations with businesses that we were working with, and we realized there's a certain common denominator that everybody needs to look at, even if it's hard to look at. And you must face it and understand it before any marketing actions can work. Yet, what you will learn today will greatly improve your marketing, your business, and your life. So what we'll cover today will be amazing for every part of your business and marketing and life. But before we really dive into marketing, this has to be taught to you first. And so I'm literally typing and rearranging this presentation today. February 19th is when I started to rearrange it about a week ago in prep for February 27th. It's vital for you to confront what I'm about to expose you to. Now, who's my dad that I look up to so highly? Because I mentioned my dad taught me, I spoke to my dad. Let's see. My dad is Meir Ezra. This is Meir Ezra, me and my dad over there. He's an amazing guy. He's the person that developed and refined what I'm teaching you today. His knowledge is what I use to make my money, and it made him $100 million by the age of 31, only because he knew what I'm going to teach you today. Only a few people across the world ever did that by the age of 31, and that was 30 years ago. Actually, 31 years ago. Yesterday was his birthday. So in today's money adjusted, it's more like $1 billion by the age of 31. It was major. Now, I'm sure you want to know, how is it done? Well, what my dad, myself, and my clients have is one thing that you don't have, and I'm going to give it to you later in this presentation. It is crazy, very crazy. If you ask most people how much do you earn, they'll say something along the lines of less than I deserve, or less than my worth, or less than my business should. The common denominator is less. They use the word less. It's not enough. Oscar, happy birthday. Amazing. Okay, so you share a birthday with my dad. That's amazing. You're neighbors. Since those people don't know why they earn less than they deserve, they secretly believe it's my karma, or I'm not as qualified, or I'm simply unlucky, or I'm weak compared to my competition, or I was born to the wrong family, or. The good news is that there's only one reason why anyone doesn't have what they earn and what they deserve, and it's the reason for why when I ask my clients how much they earn, they say, I earn more than anyone deserves. The reason why myself, my friends, my clients, same thing, earn so much, and why you earn less than you deserve, the answer is very exact. It always works, and once you will learn it, money will not be an issue for you. Stop reading my secret thoughts. Yes, Holly, exactly. Yes, I've seen it all. I've seen it all. Okay, so let's see. I'm sure you're ready for a change. I'm sure you want to be in the top 1% of earners, which is, by the way, $500,000 per year. Your instinct will tell you it's impossible for me. Yet I know how to make myself, my companies, and my clients much more than that every single year. Now, I can tell you I created, owned, and marketed some of the most well-known events brands in South Africa by the age of 23 for 10 years. They're still running. And since then, I developed many more successful companies and investments. We have a finance business, we have hotels, we have all kinds of things. Now, today at 33, I'm most proud of the fact that I help other people make lots of money ethically while continuing to run all those companies and make tons of money. I know you don't know me, so just a quick intro on me. So I have a very important question to ask you in the next slide. It's actually an exercise that you will need to participate in for it to work. But if you do, you'll discover something fascinating for yourself. I'm going to help you uncover something amazing, but all you need to do is participate in the chat. That's all I ask, and you will see how this exercise will bring out something beyond powerful, beyond your imagination. Ready for the question for the exercise? Yes, beautiful. Okay, firstly, before that question, I want to ask you something else. Do you agree that you are not as successful as you should be? Not as successful as you should be. Yes, yes, absolutely, agree, yes. No, okay, good, Astrid, no, okay, of course, or could be, exactly, should be or could be. If you make $1 million, that means you should be making $2 million. Yes? No. Okay, no problem. Okay. Do you agree that it's a problem for you? Success, by the way, is not just financial. Success means your state of mind. Are you anxious? Are you depressed? Are you worried? Do you need help in certain areas? Everyone, without exception, is not as successful as they should be. Otherwise, why are you learning? Otherwise, why are you here? Because I'm learning every single day, which means I want to be more successful. Otherwise, I wouldn't learn anymore. So if you're here, it's probably because there's an area that you can be more successful in. It doesn't mean that you're not successful in some parts of life. It means that you should be more. Because if you think I'm enough, what you're basically saying, if you say, no, I don't need to be more successful than I am right now, what that means is I'm taking my foot off the gas. I'm taking my foot off the gas, I'm leaning back. And I'll tell you, anybody that slows down is heading to death. So we are always aiming to be more successful. I'd love to be ultra successful. Yes, exactly. Always learning. Okay. Do you agree that every problem has a source, a reason for the problem? So if you have a problem that you're not as successful as you should be, there's a source for it. Is that true? Yes. Any problem has a source. Absolutely. Okay. Yes. Beautiful. Very good. I love seeing all the names, by the way, guys. So thank you for the interaction. Good. Now, do you agree that you cannot solve the problem before you found the right source for the problem? Yes, sometimes out of our control. Exactly, Dean. Agreed. Yes, you need to find the right source for the problem in order for the problem to be solved. If I think that my problem in my car is the fact that there's an oil leak, but the real issue is that I'm out of water, then I'll handle the oil leak, but it's not going to solve the problem. I didn't find the correct source. You could just get lucky. Even if you got lucky, it means you got lucky with what? Lucky with finding the correct source. Okay, so you have to find the right source. Everyone agrees, yes? Beautiful. Yes, good. Okay. So now, very good. So when we have the problem of I'm not successful or not successful enough. Let's have a look and discover what is the source of your problem. We have this problem, I'm not successful, I'm not successful enough. What is the source? Okay, here it is. Here's the question. Here it is. The question is this. What do you think you are missing? It can be one or more, which is stopping you from being more successful. Or in other words, what is the source of your problem? I'm going to give you a list. You can type yes in the chat when I say it if it's a source for you. It can be one or more. Okay, so what are you missing, which is stopping you from being more successful? What is the source of your problem? Is it your IQ is not high enough? Lack of a strong network? Weak ideas? By the way, I'm seeing the yeses come through, so you can tell me, just type it in. You'll see. It will help you to uncover the actual source if you say yes when it's yes. Okay? Missing sales abilities? Low knowledge on lead generation? No startup money? Missing data? Missing technical knowledge? Need a better product? Very good. I'm seeing your answers, so thank you. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Is it no product? Need a more charming personality? Is it a personality thing? In looks? You're too good looking or you're not good looking enough? Is it that you're missing systems? Too good looking. Yes, it's probably too good looking, I think. That might be the issue for most of you. Yes. Yes. Okay, so is it missing systems? Are you married to the wrong person? They're not rich enough? That's a joke. But is it a relationship issue? Are you missing support around you? Do you need a healthier body? Is the issue your health, sickness, not having enough physical energy? Is it lack of street smarts? People can cheat you. You get fooled easily. You don't understand what's the right thing to do in certain deals. You should be in a different industry? Or something else? Please write it. Okay, very good. By the way, as you were reading it, as I was reading it, I was seeing your answers. So thank you. I need you to remember which ones you wrote, more or less, and just have a look at what are the few that stand out for you. Yes, I'm right there with you. 3 to 4 of those. Missing sales ability, support. How is marriage relevant to lead generation? Marriage is not relevant to lead generation. Marriage is relevant to your state of your business and your life in general. You'll find that when you're in the middle of an argument with your wife, you don't do so well in the boardroom. So the bedroom affects the boardroom, you could say. And the idea is that basically, everything in life is very connected, right? Your relationships, your health, your body, it's connected. And you'll find that the lowest area will pull the rest down. If you're having problems in your relationships, whether you like to hear it or not, it affects your business. Okay, very good. Missing support is my story. I take responsibility. Good, Jessica. Makes sense. Yes. Very good. Lack of a strong network. Yes. Very good. Okay. Excellent. Well done for looking at that. I need you to confront what I'm about to show you because it might not be easy to hear. Let's see. We said that to resolve any problem, you need to know the source of the problem. Yes? So how do you know if you found the right source or not from that list or from any list? How do you know if you found the right source or not? Answering this correctly is the difference between life or death, failure or success. The answer to how you know if you found the right source or not is exactly, Oscar. Obviously, if the problem is solved, or not? Exactly, Anita. Now, since you answered the question in the exercise, it means your problem, not successful or not successful enough, is not solved. Do you understand? That means currently that problem is not solved. You are not successful or not successful enough. Which means, and this is the thing that you need to gain the ability to look at, okay? Which means it's not that you don't know what is the source of your problem, because you say you know what is the source of your problem. You told me. It's worse. You have the wrong source for the problem. You have the wrong source for your problem. Imagine you have a business and you think the reason you're not making money is that you don't invest in marketing. That sounds good, yes? Oh, I'm not doing so well, I'm not making enough money because I'm not investing enough in marketing. So you invest more in marketing. Yet the business is still not successful. It's still not making profit. The actual problem that is hidden from you is the person that is responsible for the marketing is getting a cut of every dollar you spend with the marketing agency. Now, you don't know this, yes? This is a made-up example, obviously, but you'll see this applies. So it costs you much more. And so he has an interest to make sure the marketing doesn't work. As the less the marketing works, the more you invest in marketing. You have the wrong source. The more money he makes, the worse things get for you. So you think your problem is, I'm not putting enough money in marketing. You have a leak that you're not aware of. You put more money in marketing, it goes more and more to the leak. The problem is before. Now this applies to anything. Imagine you think the reason you don't lose weight is because you eat too many carbs. Okay, this applies to anything. Okay? As someone who works in marketing, I can verify that this isn't true across the board. Holly, what I'm referring to here is obviously not that there's always a leak. It's just a made-up example, a hypothetical scene that, let's say you have somebody stealing from you. My idea I'm trying to communicate to you is that there's always something hidden. So it's a made-up example. Yeah, got it. Thank you. You're welcome, Holly. Now, you try to eat less carbs, and you still put on weight. Totally oblivious to the fact that the actual reason is that you developed the silent killer, diabetes. You don't have the real source for the problem. You handle the wrong source, and it gets worse. You discover it, if you're lucky, when you're about to die. Some people don't even discover it until it's too late. Some people don't discover the source for their problem, and they go bankrupt. They don't even discover it. It's too late. Their business dies. They die. Their dreams die. Because it's too late by the time they discover the actual hidden source. Exactly, Oscar, like a snake in the garden. Now, here's the law you need to know, okay? For as long as the problem exists, I really need you to confront this. For as long as the problem exists, whatever you think the source of the problem is, it's not. Whatever you think the source of the problem is, it's not. What you call the source is actually just an excuse. I know that that's hard to hear, but it works. So now we know that, one, the correct source for a problem will enable you to handle it. And two, for as long as the problem exists, you don't know what is the source. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. But there's a few more things that you need to know about the problem. Okay? Any problem you have, there's a few more basic truths that you need to know about the problem. Okay, here we go. The source of the problem is always before. The source of the problem is always before. What do I mean? You see you get fat, you thought it's too many carbs, the source is before. You made wrong health choices for a long, long time, and so you developed diabetes. Now, if you don't know and fully understand and can apply this data, you will make the mistake that most failures do. You will not handle the source, you will handle the symptoms by taking drugs. Now, it doesn't have to be literally drugs, but you will take something that will make you feel temporarily better. That can be, what you take could be just a mental decision, some kind of an excuse that you come up with, and it makes you feel better, like a drug, but it doesn't handle the source. You see, the problem is always before. If you see a car accident, the problem is not the car accident. The problem was that the driver was texting. If you see a headache, the problem is not your headache. The problem is that you're dehydrated. If you see that you're not making enough money, the problem is not what you think it is. The problem is before, and it's hidden. But if you understand this data, you will handle the source, which means you'll change your diet or exercise, and mainly, you'll change your state of mind. It comes down to the state of mind. The problem is always before. So good. Thank you, Jessica. It definitely is hidden. Yes, Oscar. Amazing. And I read what you said up there, Oscar. Amazing. And that leads us to the next thing you need to know. When you handle a problem based on the incorrect source, the problem grows. The problem will grow. If you invest more in marketing when someone is stealing from you, you will not handle the source. You will lose more money. The problem will grow. This applies to anything in your life. But you never learned how to think in this way, and so you destroy yourself by handling the wrong source. You yourself destroy your life by handling the wrong source. True, yes. Hello, this is so freaking true across the board, all aspects of life. Absolutely. So you have excellent intentions to fix your problems. I'm talking really to you on this webinar right now. You have excellent intentions to fix your problems. I mean, look, you showed up here. You showed up saying, look, I want to improve. I want to learn. I want to get better. I want to fix my problems. Do you know how amazing that is? So many people don't even take that initiative. So many people don't even dedicate an hour and a half to say, look, I'm working on this right now. I'm dedicating time to fixing my problems. So that's amazing. But what happens is you have these excellent intentions, and this is why it was so vital for me to cover this today, okay? And you fail to fix them because you don't know the right source. And every time you failed, you report it to yourself, you're a failure. You say, I'm a failure, I'm a failure. I can't fix it. And you've tried to fix it and it didn't work. And you say, I'm a failure. I want to fix all my problems. Amazing, Douglas. I will help you with that. I agree to ignore internal problems. Always come back to create more significant problems. Yes, Dean. What lies underneath? We need to uncover. Yes, exactly. Correct, Oscar. A reoccurring loop. And you tried again, and you failed again and again until you truly believe that you are a failure. Now, if you look at most people secretly believe that they are failures. I know it's hard to say, but I've worked with many people, and when you cut past their social front, when you cut past the mask, you will see most people believe that they are a failure, if not in every element of life, certainly in some parts of life. But now you know, you just had the wrong source for the problem. Exactly, Sam. Yes, Lenice. You are never a failure. I need you to know this. The truth is you're never a failure. You only failed to discover the right source for the problem. I have so much potential and I feel that way, yeah. Now, if you learn how to discover the right source for any problem, the problem, regardless of how big or small, will be resolved. Just look at your life and you will see that all your problems started with little seeds, small things you didn't want to confront, small things you didn't want to say, small things you didn't want to admit, small things you didn't want to do. And hence, the first and most important thing for you to discover is the actual source of your problems. Otherwise, you unfortunately cannot escape the fact that you know they will not only not be solved, they will grow. You know it. You know that if you don't find the actual source for your problems, the problem will grow. You will go into another industry. You will quit after years of hard work. You'll give up. You'll do less on every part of your life. Health, exercise, making calls, going out there. You know that the problem is going to become bigger and bigger. True. Thank you, Joseph. Yes, Alicia. So how do we discover the actual source for your problems? Well, as I said in the beginning, number one, every few minutes, it should be every few seconds, you will have realizations. And the fact is that you now understand 100% that it was a hidden source of the problem that was your enemy, the thing that prevented you from improving your life. Health disability. I'm right there with you also on my ticket to work and doing my best, and my health pulls me way too much. I can speak truth to this. We need to handle your health, and it is possible, and it's mostly a mental thing that we need to handle, and you will see your health will improve. We've helped many, many, many people. Now, two, you fully understand now that if you don't find the source of the problem will not sit there and sleep. Your problem doesn't take naps. You can't put it in front of a screen and hope nothing will happen. Your problems are continuously growing. It's guaranteed. You know it. So what is the handling? What's the handling? If we look at your business, your life, while it seems super complicated to you, we can actually break it down to just 5 areas you need, okay? That you need 5 major areas. Are you with me so far, by the way? I'm just checking in to give you a chance to participate. I wish my problems would take naps. Yes, don't we all, Avery? Yes. Yes, very good. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you for replying. I appreciate your reply. Thank you. Okay, great. Number 1, your spiritual, personal condition. Okay? Yes, I love your positive attitude. Yes, thank you, Douglas. So your spiritual, personal condition. Now, this applies to your health, by the way. Your personal condition. Okay, now when I say spiritual, I don't mean wishy-washy, kumbaya, not thinking good thoughts. When I say spiritual, I'm looking for applicable. Are you worried or are you effective? Are you anxious or do you make other people anxious? Like, are you a machine, a strong individual that can absolutely handle whatever comes, that actually brings results or not? Great, Harold. Now, the next one, it should be number 2, not number 1. Number 2, your ability to sell. In other words, your ability to truly help other people and get paid for it. You need to be able to sell. If your business is not making enough money right now, you have a sales problem. But the source is before. Now, number 2, it should be number 3, of course. Your ability to handle finances, to handle money. Okay, and I'm going to tell you something fascinating about finances and money. I'm going to give you an angle that I don't think you've looked at. Okay? When I say handle your finances and handling your money, here's what I mean. It means your ability to say no for waste and your ability to say yes for income. No for waste, yes for income. Now, you think it's easy for you to say no for waste and yes for income, but I promise you it's not. You habitually say yes for spending and no for income. Habitually means it's almost like a habit. You have a habit of saying yes for spending and no for income. I'll give you some examples. You will easily say yes to Netflix, to relax, which that's the biggest yes to waste. People think, oh no, my Netflix only costs me $9 a month or whatever it costs. No, your Netflix costs you hours. The hours mean income. It slows you down. You lose momentum. Netflix is a massive waste. And when I say Netflix, some people tell me, but I don't watch Netflix. Okay, do you scroll on Instagram? Do you watch YouTube? Do you have another subscription service? Do you, I don't know, read the popular gossip magazines? Whatever is your entertainment, you say yes to. And you have an excuse. I need to relax. Absolutely, harsh but true. Time is our most valuable resource, yeah. Or you will easily buy a new laptop and justify that you must buy it to make money. So you waste money on a laptop, but you say, no, I need it to make money. Or you must hire a person to help you do the work. Or you must have a fancy logo and a website to make your business take off. You will think, yes, it's important. It's not. It's important once you make money, but not before then. Hours lost to scrolling. Yes, yes, Anita. We can justify just about anything. True. But you will say no to picking up the phone and following up a prospect. So you will say no to what generates you income. No, I can't pick up the phone and call. I'm too worried. I'm too scared. You will say no to sending on time the quote or the proposal? You'll say no. You'll say no to emptying your inbox, to answering all those messages, to getting back to people. You'll say no to being nice to those that upset you. Even if they're your prospects, you should be nice. You should remain nice. You should remain caring, but they upset you. So you say no, even if it's your prospect or your client. Wow, so true. Wow, Alicia, by the way, not still driving. I stopped at a park to listen. Wow, Alicia, amazing, amazing. I'm so happy to hear. Dean, sometimes saying yes to an immediate sense of satisfaction with buying or ordering something dissolves over time. So instant gratification is tough to say no to. Yeah, and that's the problem. That's the problem. So you will habitually say yes to what you should say no to, and no to what you should say yes to. And it will bring you a financial disaster always. Okay, now the fourth thing is your ability to market. This is the fourth thing, by the way. The number here is correct. Your ability to market, okay? Most people don't even know what marketing is. Look for yourself and you'll see that if I ask you what marketing is right now and I pressure test your answer, you will not know it. I've done this with marketing graduates from the University of Cape Town, the best university in Africa, the entire continent, and they don't know what marketing is. Or what's the difference between marketing, PR, sales, promotion, advertising? What's the difference? If you don't know for sure, 100% sharp answers, what's the difference between PR and marketing, marketing and sales, sales and promotion, promotion and advertising, promotion and marketing? What is the difference? Then you don't know it. You will not be able to tell me. I've tried with many, many people. Marketing is getting visible to people who would like to find you. It's not, Barbara. It's a part of it. It's a part of it. You're right. It's a part of it. But it's not the full thing. And it's why most people don't have success with their marketing. But very good for putting it forth. You're not wrong. You just have a part of it. So how can you market if you don't know what it is fully? Okay? That's you have to realize. You're going to have problems if you don't know what it is fully. If I don't know what a car is, totally what a car is, how it works, what it is in every part of it, I won't be able to drive. Now, I'll give you a secret. Marketing, not sales, is responsible for your income. Marketing, not sales, is responsible for your income. I'm not going to explain it right now, but you will learn about it with me. I just want to give you something to chew on, okay? There we go, yes. Knowing your ideal client and attracting them. Marketing is the attraction mechanics. Good, Jessica, but again, it's a part of it. You're missing one major piece. And number 5, delivery. Your delivery. Delivery means actually getting your product delivered in the hands of, arrived at, to the person who purchased. But delivery goes deeper than you think. You think, yeah, it's important for me to deliver, obviously, but no, you don't see everything. And I'm going to show you now. Delivery defines the size of your next deal. Your delivery defines your next deal. What did Amazon do? Amazon said, we put the customer first, meaning whatever they get is going to be wow for them. And that made them grow. If you do an amazing, amazing job as an interior designer, it will define the size of your next deal because it will be you'll be recommended, you'll get reviews, there'll be a growth. So delivery actually defines the size of your next deal. Good, Anna. Good, Holly. I'm not just trying to say, no, you guys don't have the full thing. You genuinely don't have the full thing yet, and we will get to it. Now, with delivery, it means that delivery is responsible for your future. Your delivery is responsible for your future. Now, most people, when they think about delivery, they think about, I give you, and goodbye. Like, I delivered it. You go to a restaurant, you think, they gave us the food, we paid, goodbye, they delivered. That's in the good case. That's in the good case. Sometimes you go to a restaurant and they don't exactly deliver what you order. They give you something less than, right? Sometimes you order from a company and they don't give you everything that you expected. So in the good case, they give you and goodbye. But it's actually, even I give you and goodbye, is the bad case. There are actually 4 levels of delivery that you need to know. Yes, Stephen. Yes, Harold. Good, Douglas. Yeah, Oscar, good. So I want to tell you there's 4 levels of delivery, and I want to just take 5-10 minutes to cover delivery in a way that you haven't thought of before, okay? So there are 4 levels. The lowest level of delivery is called rip-off exchange. Rip-off exchange. Oh, Alicia, I see you raise your hand. If you want to say something, you're welcome to, by the way. So the lowest level of delivery is the rip-off exchange, okay? With rip-off, what it means is I give you and you give nothing in return, okay? I give you and you give me nothing in return. Boo, exactly. Exactly. Yes, Rob. For example, stealing your laptop. If someone comes and steals your laptop, they took and give you nothing back. But if someone stole your laptop but left you $5,000 in cash, then you would leave your laptop out again and you would leave some cookies for the criminal so that they could come and steal again so that you could get another $5,000 in cash. So the issue is not that they stole your laptop. The issue is that they didn't give you something in return. They ripped you off. They took without giving you back. Another example is buying a chocolate at a store, okay? You go to the store, you give them $2 for a chocolate, they take the money and they run. Okay, rip off. You go to a restaurant, you pay for your food, they don't give you the food. They don't serve you. It's a rip off. You have a friend. The friend, you give them, you give them, you give them, you help them, you do go out of your way for them, they do nothing back for you. They do nothing back for you. It doesn't have to be money, of course. You have to understand that with exchange, it doesn't have to be money. But you give them, and they give you nothing back. This is stealing exchange. It's called criminal exchange. It's a one-sided flow because I give you one flow, but I get nothing back. It's zero or negative return. Either I got nothing back or I lost. Like you stole my laptop, I got a negative return. It's give without insisting on a return. I want to tell you something interesting. Any close friend that you used to have that hates you today, think about a friend that you used to have that hates you today. Friend that you used to have that hates you today. They gave you rip-off exchange, meaning you gave them, they didn't give you back. And now they hate you. You gave them, and they ripped you off. They didn't exchange. Today, they hate you when you're the one that helped them. Yep, this is a major wow, by the way. You can write wow in the chat. I'll allow you to write wow in the chat. Yes, you can. It is a wow. Okay, wow. Yes, exactly. Good. Okay. Yes, good. Now, the second level is the incomplete exchange. This happens when one gives and doesn't get back as much as was promised. So with our chocolate at the store, I give them $2. They give me the chocolate, but it's ripped open with a little bite taken out of it already. I got something, but not what was promised. Or I go to a restaurant and I order a steak, medium rare. I get the steak, but it's cooked well done and it's a little bit cold. So I got something, but not what was promised. It's incomplete. Or you have a friend and you help them, and they're a good friend. They sometimes help you, but they often won't make an effort. It's not enough. It's an incomplete exchange. They don't go out of the way for you like you go out of the way for them. In the case of incomplete exchange, the exchange is not zero or negative, but it's less than what one considers was agreed upon. It's a little bit less. Anyone that has any overdue debt is in the condition of incomplete exchange that, if not rapidly handled, will result in the condition of a rip-off exchange because you need to give the return. So if you've received above and beyond what you expected, that's with anything. If you have a friend that gave you above and beyond what you expected, if you have done a course that was above and beyond what you expected, if you worked with a company that gave you above and beyond what you expected, if your favorite pizza joint or hairdresser, or if they gave you above and beyond what you expected, it's your obligation to give them back, or you'll be a ripoff, because they gave you, you need to give back. The third level is just exchange. Just means like honest and fair, okay? It's the just thing to do. Here, I deliver exactly what was promised, okay? This is the common expected level of exchange. I go to the store, I pay $2 for the chocolate, he gives me a chocolate. I go to a restaurant, I order the steak medium rare, I get it medium rare. I have a friend, I help him, he helps me. We hang out, it's always nice and fun and usual, and everything's the same. Now here's the breaking news. I know that everybody expects fair exchange. I know. But here's the breaking news. All three levels so far, including just exchange, will lead to your decline and ultimate demise. Demise is total destruction. You think, what? It will lead to my decline if I do just fair exchange? Yes. If your delivery is just fair, you're in a big red flag. Big alarm bells should be going off. Now, why? Why? Why do you think that is? Why? So in the case of friends, do we keep track of everything we do for them, or vice versa? A friend of mine looked after my cat, told her I'd like to take her out. You don't need to keep track like an accountant, but you are always aware that you want to help each other. If you both know this data, it will be natural. It will become natural if both of you are aware of this. We need to exceed expectations to grow. Correct? Very true. Very true. Let's see. Let's see why. Okay? And that's very true. In this universe, nothing stays the same. Nothing stays the same. Anything that you own, any object, think about any piece of furniture that you have. That piece of furniture is either going to be a little bit worse tomorrow, or if you clean it or take care of it, it will be a little bit better tomorrow. But one thing's for sure, it's not going to be the same. If it's the same, it means that that piece of furniture is getting worse. And in 10 years from now, or 5 years from now, or 1 year from now, you look and you'll say, whoa, this thing is old. So it will be a slow but steady decline when things look like they're the same. It actually means down. If something is not growing, it contracts, it goes smaller. And hence, just exchange is an invitation to die. When you say, I'm going to do the exact expected thing, what you say is, I'm going to accept the invitation to ultimately die. A person, a relationship, a business will start to die the moment it starts to deliver just exchange. So what do we need to do? The fourth and only condition of exchange that is acceptable, okay? The only level of exchange that will bring expansion, the key to long-term friendships, a long-term business, a long-term family is the fourth level, which is called generous exchange, also known as exchange with a wow. Exchange with a wow. In this condition of exchange, one delivers more than expected in terms of quantity, quality, speed. They go above and beyond. The key is more than expected. Generous exchange is not extravagant. It's not 2 for 1, buy one, get one. It's just more than what one was considering was agreed upon. More than what was considered was agreed upon. So for example, with our store, I buy a chocolate at a store, I give them $2. They give me the chocolate, but they notice that I'm with my puppy, and they always give me treats for free to give to the puppy. It costs them very little, and I always say, wow. Or I go to a restaurant and they give me the steak medium rare, but after my meal, the chef comes out and he says, I made something very small in the back that I'd love for you all to try at the table. Tell me what you think of it. It's a little thing on the house. It costs them nothing, but you say, wow, that's nice. What are you going to do? You're going to tell your friends about that place. A friend, you always go above and beyond for them, and all they think about is how can they go above and beyond for you. All the time. If you need help, of course. and they come up with ideas. And when it's a special occasion in your life, they remember and they wish you all kinds of good wishes and they check in on you and they just go above and beyond. Now, if the receiver is sane, if you are sane, if the person that you give to is sane, the receiver will always have the urge to return more than expected to, more than what one considers was agreed upon. So what happens is, you give more than expected. If they are sane, they go, oh my God, I gotta go and I gotta leave this restaurant a good review. So they leave a restaurant a good review. That's above what was expected. Then they come back. When they come back, you saw their review and you say, wow, thank you. I want to give you something else. And now you remember their name and they become regulars. Now they want to give more than expected. So they bring all their friends to your restaurant. And now they bring friends and more people and you help the friends. And the friends have the same experience and it just exponentially grows and grows and grows. The result is in the other side wanting to give even more. And the result is income and expansion. This is the only way. And this is why I say that delivery is responsible for your future. So what do you need? Your spiritual personal condition needs to improve. Your ability to sell needs to improve. Your ability to handle finances, money, needs to improve. Your ability to market needs to improve. And your delivery needs to improve. But this is a lot to learn. To learn this, to actually have you improve on this, it's like an MBA, literally. It's nothing less than an MBA. It will always, yes, Kevin and Marley, exactly. By the time you'll spend all the time you will need to learn, you're probably not going to survive, and you probably won't have the money to invest all the time. You see the problem? So you have this issue of a problem which has an underlying source that you don't see, areas that you need to learn a lot in, but to learn all those things to actually get you to be successful is a lot. And by the time you do it, it takes a long time, and you don't have the luxury of all the time and money that it will take to invest all that time. Now, if you have a business, by the time you'll invest all you need to, the business will go out of business. Most businesses go out of business. If you just start, you'll not generate enough to survive, let alone to expand. You see the conundrum. But here's the good news for you. Here's the good news. After bringing results for thousands and thousands of clients that have been in exactly the same position as yours, either they started a business and don't have the money or time to invest in learning all they need to learn in order to become successful. It's very common, by the way. People start the business and then they don't have the time or money to invest in actually learning to make it happen. People think that because they start a business, they have a business. No, because you start a business means nothing. Most of the time it means you don't know. That's why most businesses go out of business. Or they have a business and it's struggling and they don't have the money or time to invest in order to save the business. They're busy trying to save it. They don't have time to learn, even though that's what they need. Or even if they have a successful business, in order to now expand it, scale it, take it to the next level, they don't have the time to invest, so it will grow. Is everyone with me so far? Am I losing you? Because I know I'm talking a lot, but I hope that it's wow and making sense. Yes. Okay, great. Thank you. Good. Excellent. Perfect. Okay. So I came up with a solution that will save you in more ways than you can imagine. More ways than you can imagine. So here's the solution. The solution. I want you to imagine, just imagine, a life where, on the one hand, you get a personal program that helps you to spot and handle the hidden source of your problems. Just imagine. I want you to imagine a life where every week you get the exact knowledge you need that week to handle the most urgent problems you're facing. Imagine a life where your income steadily grows and your problems fade away and you gain total certainty that nothing can strike you down. Imagine a life where you not only heard or realized that knowledge is the key for income, but you practically see that the more you learn, the more you earn. You actually see that. Yeah, Rob. This is, of course, invaluable, and it should cost accordingly. This type of life, this type of support, this type of help is invaluable and should cost accordingly. But you don't have the money before you turn this dream into an actuality. Once you turn this dream into an actuality, you'll have all the money for that because it costs a lot. But you don't have the money before you turn that dream into an actuality. And this is the reason that you're here. I'm going to show you how to turn this dream into actuality. You're going to do the money mind. What is the money mind? The money mind is designed to find the real reason for your current problem and give you the tools to solve the problem and bring you results. Kevin, what do you call a webinar that doesn't match the description that you... Yeah, you'll actually see, Kevin, that the answer to the marketing love languages is coming. I have something really special for everyone about it. So you'll see that you're going to get super generous exchange. And if this wasn't already super generous exchange, it's okay. You don't have to be here. It's totally fine. You can leave. I'm very, very, very selective with who I work with. That's why I said at the beginning who this webinar is not for. But you'll see, you are going to get generous exchange from me always. So the money mind is designed to find the real reason for your current problem and give you the tools to solve that problem and bring you results. And once you resolve that problem, it resolves the next one and the next one. It starts with a diagnosis, like a doctor performs. When you go to a doctor, at the beginning, they need to check what's actually going on. They ask you to say, they look, they check, they use their tools, they have instruments to find what is the actual source. The diagnosis is done by filling out a questionnaire once you sign up, and we give you a program that tells you what is the first problem that you need to solve and what's the expected result once it's solved. So not just some airy-fairy thing, actual results. Yes, more sales, less stress, a higher level of satisfaction, and the ability to sleep at night to pay for my kids' college and vacations and leave a legacy that the next generation can be proud of. Exactly, Dean. Is everyone with me so far? I'm going to tell you about the money mind, and don't worry, we're going to handle the marketing love languages. I have a solution for that. As I said at the beginning, I changed this up because I realized that what I'm teaching you today is more vital than jumping right in to the marketing love languages without this background data. Otherwise, if I tell you just the marketing love languages without this background data, it's a band-aid and it doesn't handle the real source. Great, thank you for your yeses, excellent. It's resonating here, thank you. Yes, you're very welcome. Then you get what you need to do exactly to get to that expected result. So I'll tell you what you need to do. And the program will continue finding the actual problem you're facing in each area and getting you to do what you need to do to get the expected results. Now, in order for you to be able to do what you need to do, you'll get a study program. You'll report your results to me. And based on the results, we will do corrections. So you'll tell me what's happening and I will constantly correct and keep you on the course to solving the problem. This webinar has come at a perfect time for me and is blowing my mind. Wow, Holly, that's amazing. Thank you. Now, it's totally up to you how fast you get results. If you invest more time in the study and the application, you'll get faster results. And if not, you'll get slower results. But what's for sure is that results you will get. The only caveat is that you need to do it. I know it's weird that I even have to tell you this, but I have to remind people, you need to do it. The knowledge doesn't work unless you do. I can teach you how to drive the Ferrari, but if you don't get in the car and drive it, it's not going to move anywhere. You have to do it. You have to drive it. The plan is composed of A, over the next few months, you'll need to do about 30 courses. Success doesn't happen in 2 seconds and 3 easy steps, but each course will be specific for that week to bring you results, income. A course can cost anything from $200 to $4,000, depending on the length of the course. B, you'll need to get continuous coaching based on the results you bring. The coaching costs $4.99 hourly, and I estimate you'll need 1.5 hours per week minimum. Of course, as you progress, you will need more, but you will make more money. So no problem. If you make $10,000 more, what's $4.99? Then nothing works on automatic. There's nothing that's on automatic anywhere. Even Google servers are continuously being maintained and checked. Even your laptop needs updates. Everything needs updates. Nothing just runs forever. So you will need updates. You will need support. You will have questions. How do I know you'll have questions? Because if you do, you will have questions. If you don't, you won't. My favorite time with my clients is when they have questions for me. Things that come up in the business, questions about what they're learning, because it tells me that they're in action, they're doing, they're making things happen. When I see that they don't have questions, I know they're not doing. So you will need support, and that support I estimate will be between half an hour to a few hours weekly. The average cost is $799 on support. Now I'm sure you think, I cannot pay this. Well, you cannot not pay it. But how? How? My purpose is to help you, and I really want to help you. I know most of you don't really know me, but as you get to know me, you'll see that my purpose is to help. Why? Firstly, because I'm a nice guy. But secondly, because I'm on a mission to create 10,000 ethical millionaires, and I want you to be one of them. But more importantly, I know this. If I'll help you, I know you'll help me. Your success is my marketing. And since I'm Jewish and I look for cheap marketing, there's no cheaper marketing than showcasing your success. That's a joke, by the way, but I am looking to get you to be successful. Okay? Now, my promise to you is this. I'm going to help you, even if you don't believe that you can be helped. I understand, Sam. And hence, I created this specialized program that costs more than $500,000. That should be the cost. It's more valuable than an MBA, which is the cost of a usual MBA, is about $500,000. But we're going to give you a special discount. Now, that said, I don't want to give you something for nothing, and so I can't make it really cheap. Otherwise, you won't really appreciate it. If you get things for cheap, you don't appreciate them. But on the other hand, I know you think you can't pay this. So what's the solution? How do we handle it so that you don't get something for cheap, but that you also can afford what you need before it's too late? How do I ensure that you can afford what it takes to get you to find the source for your problem? The solution, of course, is 1, giving you data in small chunks, the data that will bring you immediate results. 2, it will get you improved. You'll create more money. So I'll improve you enough so that you start to make more money. Once you make more money, you can pay me more and you can pay yourself much more. This specialized program is one that will make you money, and the more you will improve, the more you will help me. You're going to join the money mind. Now, the road you embark on is a road to success. I'll not lie to you and tell you it will be easy, but I can promise that as you will progress, your life and the lives of everyone you love will improve, and things will not just become easier, they'll become tougher, they'll become more challenging, but you will become so much stronger that for you, any situation will be a no-brainer. And that's what fun is all about. We're not looking for easy, no problems. We're looking for challenges to overcome. C'est la vie, yes. Now, how are we going to make you rich? You're going to do the money mind. First, we'll do an evaluation to determine what is your favorite disease. In other words, what is your major problem? Like a doctor, I'm going to find it. Next, we'll tailor a study program for you. The program will be designed to take you from your current state to a higher state. And provided you apply on time what you need to apply, I can guarantee that the sky is not the limit for you. You will realize that all those dreams that you lied to yourself and said they died are not only alive, but very much achievable for you. Since this universe is a tough universe and even the lions have a hard time in it, you will need continuous help. And this is where our ongoing support comes in. You're going to do the money mind. Now, by the way, I have a gift for those that stay to the end, so just stay with me. Part of this support is weekly group coaching calls with me. And you will get access to many more surprises. And one more thing, as you will progress, you will need more help. LeBron James has more coaches and training the more he improves. People don't realize this, but the more you improve, the more you need support, the more you need help, the more you need knowledge, the more you improve. LeBron James spends more today on his coaching than he did at the beginning of his career, and he's much better today than at the start. He spends about $3 million a year just on himself. Just on himself, and he's already the best. You would think, why does he need to? Why? Because you need to know that as you will progress, you'll need to be willing to get more training, get more coaching, and don't do the classic mistake of improving a little bit and then stopping the successful actions, which was coaching and training. If that's what improved you, well, carry on with it. You're embarking on the road to truth, which is an amazing and exciting road, with one condition only. It cannot be walked halfway. It has to be walked all the way. If you're ready to embark on the road, fully understanding the good, the bad, and the ugly, then the next slide is for you. Otherwise, ignore the next slide. Okay? Because what you're going to learn is the good, the bad, and the ugly. If you notice, my whole presentation today didn't sugarcoat anything. It didn't say things that made you feel good. It showed you the good, the bad, and the ugly for real. Let's go, LeBron James. Yes. The cost is not $500,000 as it should be, like an MBA. Here's the value. You get weekly group coaching sessions, which cost $260 for drop-ins, okay? This is about $1,040 monthly. That's how much it would cost. But who cares? The point is that the coaching sessions will fix your personal problems. It's like having a personal doctor with you. Now, by the way, I want to get to the marketing love languages, so just stick with me for a second. Now, up to $13,000 of course access, which means more than 13,000 pieces of areas that you don't know about turning into know. And I guarantee that that will result in cash. But who cares? More importantly is your life will improve. A dedicated GP coach to answer any questions and support you. Why? Because confusion is handled by finding something stable. When things are crazy around you, what you need to do is find something stable, a guide, a lighthouse. And life is full with confusion. The powerful GP coaches are trained to provide you that stable point that will take you out of any confusion that you encounter at any point of your business, of your marketing, of your sales, anything. They will help you to unstick from any confusion. And the bottom line, what's in it for you? Your dreams realized. So what's the cost? I made it the most affordable program in 15 years of guaranteed prosperity. It's unbelievable. It's a once-off of only $197, and that includes a coaching call with me. So you're paying for a deep dive coaching session with me and getting you set up on the program. And thereafter, it's $59 weekly. It's cheaper than anything that you do. This is cheaper than dinner with you and your wife. Now, there's no commitment. You can cancel anytime. Do 1 week, cancel. On the coaching call, I'll find what are the hidden sources for your problems, and I'll customize a program for you. You'll get immediate access to one of my GP coaches. You'll get an instant unlock of priceless material, specific knowledge that you get. You get courses for free. What you're really paying for is the support and the coaching, but you get a ton of courses for free. Those courses would cost $13,000 by themselves. You get weekly group coaching sessions with an incredible community of like-minded successful people designed to handle your personal issues. And only for those that sign up today, instead of the $197 once-off fee, it's only $97 to start with. Meaning you can start today for $97. You go to gprosperity.com/moneymind. gprosperity.com/moneymind. Wow, it's all my fault. All I have to do is sign up. All my wildest dreams will come true. But as they come true, I get to keep paying you on a monthly basis. No, I'm going to actually show you what happens. You sign up, you will make, if you don't make more than $59 more, like 10 times more, don't continue. So you'll join. Yes, you need to pay for the support. You get a ton of stuff for free, and it will make you much more money. Now, as to the marketing love languages, I told you we're going to get to that. So there's one more option for those that are decisive and like to commit to investing in themselves. 199 yearly. This is over 30% savings, and you get me as your personal coach, plus my support, an extra $6,000 worth of courses unlocked, access to confidential programs, and a 15% site-wide discount. So the full year is discounted to $199 yearly or weekly for only $59. Today only, it's once-off sign-up, which is $97, meaning you get it all today for just $97, and we will handle the source of your problems. I'll put the link in the chat. Hold on a second, and I'm going to talk to you in a second about what we're going to do with the actual marketing love languages, because as I said, I did switch it up a few days ago when I realized I've got to cover this first. So here's the bonus. Here's the bonus. If you sign up in the next 30 minutes, I'll be sending you special recordings called the Money Mind Launchpad. It has 5 lessons, about 10 hours of content, which are super powerful wealth building recordings on how to invest your money and not lose it. Most people lose their money with their investments. Common website mistakes you make with a live case study. I'll show you how to fix your website, how to find out what your target market wants, why you don't expand enough in your business, how to create good relationships, how to sell more now, how to actually bring more income now, real money now, and the only tool that you need to eliminate stress from your life, and much more. Those recordings sell on our site for $349, and you'll get them free if you sign up in the next 30 minutes. Now, as for everyone that stayed to the end, you'll be getting an invitation for next week, same time, same place, to a bonus lesson. I'm going to give you an extra 1.5 hours of bonus lessons, a major gift. I've never done this before. As you know, I do these marketing love languages once a month, and usually anybody that signs up gets the marketing love languages. They just get my normal standard, amazing, by the way, explanation around the marketing love languages, but you guys got this extra explanation I had to give, and so I'm giving you an extra bonus next week. Now that you have this powerful foundational knowledge I taught today, and you know this data about finding the source for your problems and everything we learned, you are ready for the marketing love languages. But you will understand them deeper than anyone who learned it before ever has, because I never taught them like this, with the data you learned today first. So check your email. You'll be getting a personal invitation from me. Okay, and basically on that one, yes, I'm going to give you the standard marketing love languages, but you're going to see it through a lens that nobody else has seen it through, because you're going to look at it knowing that the source of the problem is before, and it will help you. And one more huge gift. In the chat, I'm putting a link for you to take advantage of. A free 30-minute connection meeting with me, which is usually $399 hourly. Let's get on each other's network and see how we can help each other, okay? So this is just something only for you guys. This link is not going to be shared to everyone. This is in the chat. I'm asking you to connect with me. This is a huge bonus. And when you're on it, I'm going to send you one more gift once you're on the call. You'll see it's valuable. I have a special gift that will really help you. And not every gift is the same for every person. Based on what you tell me on the call, I'm going to give you a specific gift that will be valuable for you. So again, the Money Mind. The full year is only $199 yearly. It should be $199 monthly. Or weekly for only $59. It's like, yeah, that price is going up, by the way. I'm not just saying that. It's going to go up, and my enrollments to it will also be closing. But today only, you have a once-off sign-up, which is only $97, meaning you get it all today for just $97. Go to gprosperity.com/moneymind and register today. Now, thank you very much. Next week, I'm giving you a bonus lesson, which is pure marketing love languages, but in a way you will understand deeper than anyone has before. And I'm going to work with you on the Money Mind once you start. We're going to do a specialized, different type of coaching call that will deep dive to find your problems. What you learned today is going to take a bit of time to chew on. You will see it's something to chew on. You'll start noticing problems in your life, and you're going to start to say, whoa, the source is not what I think it is. The source is before. You'll see it's going to start to feel almost like you're going to be sore, like after the gym. Like it's going to take a while to sit right with you. And you'll see, wow, yes, it's true. Wow, how does it apply here? This data is groundbreaking. Now, on top of that, this data around your delivery, giving a generous wow, is going to change everything for you. Not just with your business. It's going to change everything with any part of your life. Your friendships, your relationships, your health. Do above and beyond. Go above and beyond. So thank you. Register now. It's only $97 to start. You have no risk, zero risk, because we'll immediately give you much more value than what you paid for. And if you don't like it, cancel. Like, it's nothing, cancel, $59. Okay, $59. But the risk of not doing it, the risk of maintaining the same status quo, these same problems, the same failures of trying to solve the wrong problem, it's costing you thousands of dollars a week. So register now. Alicia, this was awesome. Thank you. Douglas, this was a great lesson. Thank you. Douglas, my name is Doug Argy on LinkedIn, if anyone would like to connect. Thank you. Thank you very much, Doug. Pam, you're very welcome. Gervais, awesome to have you on. What a pleasure. Thank you all for joining. I'm going to stay on to answer any questions. And in the meantime, go ahead and register now to the Money Mind. In the meantime, please let me know if there are any questions you have for me about the program, about what I taught today. Is there more you want me to cover? I would love to help you and answer your questions. You can type them in the chat. You can unmute yourself. You can just simply ask. I'm happy to answer any questions, and I'd love to get you onto the program. Rob, is there a book? No, we don't have a book. What we have is programs that are online. So our programs are basically like books. We have over 100 programs, and over time we'll probably make them into books. But at the moment there are no books. Deborah, thank you. I'm also on LinkedIn. Oh, and Deborah's a member of the Money Mind program, so that's amazing. Hi, Deborah. Yes, connect with Deborah on LinkedIn. She's amazing. Sam, I'm in the car business. How will this help me? Sam, are you doing sales, car sales? Keith, so you're really not sharing anything about the marketing love languages today? No, I think what I'm doing is I'm going to give it to you next week, Keith. And what you learned today will help you a lot with your marketing. You see, I talked a ton about marketing, but we are needing to cover this. I ended up having to install this data into people I worked with, because if I just gave you the marketing love languages, I do it. I've done it many times. But now it's going to be way more powerful. So you're getting a bonus lesson where I'm going to cover that. So I apologize that you didn't get the marketing love languages today, but I think that you got much more than you expected, much more than just marketing. And next week we will cover marketing. Car sales. Yes, Sam. So I have massive sections in the Money Mind on sales, on how to generate income, on how to get organized, on how to follow up, on how to actually ensure that your clients become your friends and your friends become your clients. So it applies to every industry, and you'll see it will make you massive income no matter the industry. It will for sure help you in car sales. Like if you're a salesperson, which by the way, everyone is a salesperson, but if you work in sales, the Money Mind is basically designed for you. Thank you, Deborah. You're very welcome, Ronald. I'd love to see you on. I'd love to work with you. Agreed, I'm on marketing, and this mindset, I'm in marketing, and this mindset shift is foundational. Thank you, Alicia. Yes, anybody that really works in marketing, that really cares about marketing, understands that what we taught today is monumental for marketing. But you'll see next week, you're going to get even a more incredible perspective, and there we're going to really focus just marketing. Rob, you're very welcome. I would love, again, to see you on the program. Register. And now, again, if you guys don't have any questions for me, you're welcome to book a call with me. I'm happy to fit you into my calendar. And this is not something I'm promoting just widely. This is something that I recommend you take advantage of. I'm giving it to you only to those that stay to the end. Car salesperson, I want to make gross. As in, you want to make gross income, you mean? If that's the case, I'll help you with that, Sam. Start. Register. Yes. Okay, so I'm seeing, oh wow, okay. I had the video panel, I was only looking at it occasionally, so it's nice to see Dean. I see Dean's face. Hi, Dean. I see Barbara. Hi, Barbara. How are you? Okay, there's a few videos on, but I don't see anybody there. Jerome, Balaz, and Clement. Okay. Wow, very, very nice to see you guys. Are there any other questions for me about the program? Oh, I see Ronald. Hi, Ronald. How are you? Nice to see you. Hi, hi. Oh, cool. Very nice. It's nice to see some more faces that I was missing earlier. Excellent. Okay. Oh, Marley. Hi. Hi, Marley. How are you? I wasn't seeing the video. Hi, nice to see you. Okay. If I'm seeing anyone else's video, or if I'm not seeing your video, it means I'm missing you guys somewhere. So, hi, guys. All right. So that's the program. Are there any other questions for me about what we spoke about today? Avery, no problem. Avery has been with us. Avery is a client with us now for, Avery, what, 12 years, I think you've been working with us? Avery is amazing. So no problem at all, Avery. 20 since 2017. Okay, so 8 years. Unbelievable. I felt like it has been longer. Amazing. Wow. Okay. Oh, hi, Oscar. How's it going? Nice to see you. Also, Oscar has been in the GP family for a very long time. Yes. Great. Okay, so if you don't have any questions for me, you're welcome to log off. I know your time is valuable, so feel free to log off if you have any other questions. Thank you for staying to the very end. And if you do have any questions for me, please put them in the chat or go ahead and unmute yourself. I'm happy to answer. I'll stay on for another couple of minutes to answer. But again, a big thank you for being on today. Thank you very much. Thank you, Marley. Yeah, thank you. And I really value your time. And I really appreciate that you were here today. I really hope that you got more than you expected. Sam, will this help me with anxiety and nervousness and confidence? Absolutely, Sam. That was the whole section. So I said you need to improve on your personal, spiritual development. That has to do with your anxiety, confidence. I'll give you a course. We actually have a course called How to Regain Your Self-Confidence. So yes, the whole 5 points that the Money Mind handles is your spiritual personal condition, how to sell more, how to market better, how to do better with your finances, and how to deliver better. You will learn all of those, but in chunks that will bring you incremental increases in income. Does that make sense, Sam? Thank you so much. Way more than I expected. Amazing, Holly. Amazing. I'm so happy to hear that. Excellent. So yes, we've gotten to spend a bit of time together now, and you got a feeling of who I am, and what I'm all about, and what I stand for, and what I care about. So you need to really check if that's somebody that you want to be coached by, if you want to work with me, if you'd like to get answers that come from the viewpoint that I teach. Because I teach with a totally different viewpoint. I teach in a way that nobody typically tells you the things that you learn today. Like, this is different. But this is the through line to everything. So if you resonated with what you heard today, you can't afford to not join today. The name of the course is the Money Mind Launchpad, which you get for free if you sign up in the next 30 minutes. And once you sign up, you'll be sent access to that course. And it's just basically amazing bonus lessons. Okay, any other questions? If you have any questions, you can put them in the chat. If you have any technical issues, just write it in the chat. I would love to hear from you. Okay, so it's me and Dean left on the video. There's a few people on the chat. I'm going to assume that that is basically it in terms of your questions. So thank you very much for being here today. Thank you for your time. Join the Money Mind program. It's gprosperity.com/moneymind. I'll put it in the chat one more time, and you can register now. I very much look forward to working with you. Thank you, and I'll see you next week on the marketing love languages. Goodbye.